Welcome to the HTC Center. I'm Allyson Jane here with Coach Ellis. Coach, there's a lot of new faces on the team this season. How are they coming together?
I think they're doing extremely well. Anytime you start anew, it takes a little bit of time, and it's better.
Yeah. Well, they seem to be coming together pretty well. Y'all defeated Winthrop last Saturday. What were you seeing on the court?
Well, I saw a lot of effort, a lot of team chemistry.
You had 91 receiving yards and a touchdown at Buffalo, and Buffalo's defense came in pretty strong. How do you think the offense adjusted to that?
Well, going in, we knew that they were going to be pretty strong and that they like to come hit.
I'm Allyson Jane here with Dallas Wise, who just got back from Tokyo. Congratulations on making the Paralympic U.S. track and field team. Tell us about how you learned about the Paralympics and what makes you a para-athlete.
Thank you for bringing me here also. But I learned about the Paralympics back in 2018 when I was in high school. I was getting recruited by the University of Louisville, and the coach there, his name is Coach Petersmeyer. Him and Roderick Townsend, they brought me into the Paralympic Games.
Walk us through your journey to trials and making Team USA.
I had a long season, basically. Constant training, constant technique work, constant conditioning.
From your experience in Tokyo, what would you say is most beneficial to bring back to the collegiate level competition?
Well, the bring back is really the experience that I had. I know that coming into new competition, I won't get as nervous.
I'm Allyson Jane here with Isaiah Likely. Isaiah, last Thursday, y'all took home another win against Arkansas State, keeping your record undefeated. During the second play offensively, you scored a 99-yard touchdown. How did that set the tone for the rest of the game?
It really just showed, being the vocal point of the offense that they can.
There was a lot of talk of you being a prospect for the upcoming NFL draft. How does that play a factor in your season?
Really just, understand that I just got to keep moving one step forward.
Your career high game, you had 8 receptions, 232 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns. What were you seeing from Arkansas State's defense?
Just harping on little things.
The game against defending Sunbelt champions South Alabama starts at 7 p.m. on Friday. The game against Troy is 1 p.m. on Sunday. Come support your women's soccer team as they return home. For CSN, I'm Allyson Jane. If you're driving down 544, you won't miss the new Chanticleer standing right in front of Brooks Stadium. It stands about 12 feet tall. It was finished last month, and it was built by students from Coastal Carolina. Last night in the HTC Center, men's basketball picked up a big win against Troy. Senior Tommy Burton and sophomore Devontae Jones had 16 points each, leading the team to take home the win with a final score of 90-60. The Chants will have their final home game tomorrow versus South Alabama at 2 p.m. Across the TD Sports Complex, Coastal Softball will also host UMBC, Seton Hall, and Iona for the Ripley Chanticleer Showdown this weekend. Women's volleyball and women's tennis will also play at home, while lacrosse and men's tennis will hit the road. This wraps up our Friday edition of Chant Center. I'm Allyson Jane. And here inside the CSN trailer, students get hands-on game day experience with producing, graphics, audio. They also get these media passes to go inside the event and get a real-life ESPN game day feel. Till Nation, I'm Allyson Jane with the Chanticleer Sports Network. Women's volleyball is off to a hot start, sweeping Georgia State and South Alabama, leaving them undefeated at 6-0. Ani Buzova said Troy will be their biggest competition as the top 2 East Division teams face each other Thursday and Friday.
Hopefully we just keep building on it.
All right, well, it was well-deserved. You had 32 points against Winthrop last Saturday. How did you prepare for that game?
It's the same way I prepare for every game. I feel like since Evo went down, I've just been more focused, more serious.
Well, you face North Carolina Central this Saturday. What's your mindset going into this game?
The same as everyone. Take every team seriously because I feel like any team could be beaten on any given night.
Hey, Till Nation, I'm Allyson Jane with the Chanticleer Sports Network. Preparing for a season in 2020 is tough. Just ask women's volleyball. They've had their first 2 match weekends postponed. Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Year Annette Namath said it took a lot of time and patience to get back. Welcome to the HTC Center. I'm Allyson Jane, and I'm here with Tyrell Gumsfrader. Tyrell, you're from Canada. What differences have you seen between American and Canadian basketball?
There's not much differences. I feel like one thing I had to adjust to is there's a lot of really athletic athletes out here. Shot blockers that you got to just adjust your game to. Knowing when you go to the rim, you got to make a player either do a mid-range or floater. So just adjusting to that and not always trying to attack, go straight to the rim and get a layup.
What's next for you after the season, after you graduate? What's the plan?
I want to play professional basketball, find a good destination, and just make money off the game I love.
Here at Coastal Carolina University, students are bringing art to campus with these new cube galleries. There's 5 located on campus. For more information about the artist, what's in the box, all you have to do is pull out your phone, scan the QR code, and it's all right there.